Should be ready to go, but I'll wait a couple of minutes, see if more people connect. In the meantime, I wanna see, is there anyone's watching? Do write something, you know you're here. So, well, in the meantime, I think I'll explain what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some Doom. That's it. And well, this time I'm just playing Golden Souls, the very first one. And while playing my mod, I try to remember stuff that happened or things I did back then. Like tell you a bit about the creation of the first Golden Souls and how it influenced like the sequel and the new one I'm working on right now. So we're gonna have a bit of fun. I'm gonna play through the mod. Don't know if I'll play through it all, but we'll see. And also, if you got any questions, just in general, like, I'll gladly answer. As long as it's not like, gonna release Golden Souls 3. Because the answer would be, I don't know. Okay. I think I can start. I wanna see. I'm gonna check 1 second. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's turn this music off. We're gonna play on normal. The default difficulty. I mostly, like, I tailor my mods, I work my mods around the normal difficulty. Work my way down or up, depending. These drawings, they're actually... I drew them on paper. There were very small sketches. And Like they work pretty well as storybook kinda drawings. Because this is just the raw image. I just took a photo and brought it on PC and cleaned it up a bit. And well, the colors are made through digital, but like the outlines, the actual outlines I drew on paper, so it has this child drawing effect. Oh yeah, this is... Whoa, well this is sure something. I spent a lot of time working on this. The hub. First time ever I worked on a hub, and I mean, definitely I think it feels a bit empty looking back, and mostly, you know, I'm kind of sad that I couldn't like complete that part there, cause the original plan for this was to have like a custom section of levels, like levels made from other people, cause I've always enjoyed like community projects and all. Let's say didn't really work because there were very few submissions. I don't think it's because people were not interested, it's mostly because for a small number of reasons, such as Golden Souls not being that popular back then, and also the the fact that this is a DC that plays like, out of all the Golden Souls, it's the most similar to Vanilla Doom, but it still plays a bit differently, so I think that maybe people didn't know how to actually make maps for this, given the different goals and different set of enemies, weapons and all that. And mostly the art style, I feel like people got scared because of that too, because every level has a distinct art style, but kinda done in a very personal way. I'm not saying like you got mods like Ancient Aliens, which have like super good art styles, but those are done in their style, and this is done in my style, you know. So maybe people were afraid of, you know, having to mimic my style, because I've always been pretty, well, let's say, uh, I cared about presentation a lot, so I wanted every map to feel like it's part of the same map set. So I used to reject a lot of work that like didn't follow my guidelines exactly as I said, in a way. So yeah, it didn't really work out in the end, but there's a level there. It's made, well, I made it. It's just the starting level, and who knows? Perhaps one day someone will come at the Zidum forums and say, "Hey, made 5 new levels. Add them." I'll say, "All right." So instead, this was the very first room I ever made. This mod. In fact, I think I have I still have a beta version that only has this room without this door. So you got the pool table here. You didn't have like the item shop and this other door. There was only the painting. And originally the mansion was supposed to be much darker. Like, I thought, okay, let's let's have like different a different thing going, where the hub for the game is actually done in a kind of Doom styled way, where it's like a haunted mansion of sorts. It's all dark and eerie, and then you got paintings and you enter like beautiful levels. it didn't. The idea kind of changed as I went on and continued to work on this mod, but I mean, I guess you can still see a bit of it, cause it's very. The inside of the mansion is very brownish, and you know, if it was a bit darker, maybe it could be like a haunted mansion. Also, the cobwebs in some of the rooms, all that stuff. Yeah, those are basically leftovers from that idea. Because the mod itself was... People think it's Mario 64, right? Well, not really. Uh, I mean, yeah, but it was mostly inspired by Unloved. It's a it's a Doom mod that I recommend playing, and basically it gave me the idea for a hub. But the thing about Unloved is that it has a Silent Hill kind of feeling going, where you're in this house and you enter twisted rooms and levels. Very horror style. So I thought, okay, I wanna do that, but with a Nintendo style charm. So instead of being horror, it's being like colorful levels and all that. Epic Gardens here is probably my one of my favorite maps out of all the maps I ever made. Like, I feel like it's an iconic map for my mods. And well, if you played the very first version of Golden Souls, you'll know that these plants were a bit hard to take down. They required, if I'm not mistaken, 6 shots of this shotgun. But you know, back then I was like, I was not that expert on like giving the game a proper flow, so I thought like, okay, I need an enemy that makes you slow down with the pacing, so let's make it very tanky. That was not a good call, because I feel like it was too frustrating, and other players also told me so. So the other patch I released basically fixed them, but ultimately this left a bad taste on the very first players that actually experienced this mod. Another thing that gave me the idea for Golden Souls was, ironically, not Mario but Zelda, because I was playing around with texture rips from Skyward Sword. Some of these in fact are Skyward Sword textures, this one is, and fine. I, I don't know which other texture is, but still, yeah, I was toying around with these textures and I said, you know, I like Skyward Sword's art style and I wouldn't mind seeing something like that in Doom. In the end I didn't make like a Skyward Sword in Doom where everything looks like a impressionist painting, but no, it kinda gave me the painting idea mixed with Super Mario 64 version of it, obviously. Plus general happy tone of this, especially this very first map. Hello, Redoni. Yes indeed, more streams. I'm playing the very first Golden Souls. Explain some stuff. Hello, Big Mac. Yeah, I'm doing a retrospective on my work. It's probably because I first released this mod, well, the announcement of this mod in the new year of 2000, 2012? I don't remember. I remember that I was at a theater waiting for the new year to come, and at the same time, before going there, I made a thread on Zidum forums, and while waiting for the show to start, I was constantly checking Zidum forums to see if I got any replies and comments on stuff I've been working on. Pretty exciting moment. There we go. So got the secret here. Gotta jump. So yeah, we got the first secret level here. We open the door, go back here. Let's go grab the first soul. So I guess I didn't grab the coins, big coins. Admittedly, it was a bit hard. These coins were a bit hard to get. But that's because the mod itself was... I was planning it to be kinda a hard mod. Like... People say, yeah, but it's a Mario mod, it should be easy. But my idea was kinda different back then. Like... It was still supposed to be an hardcore Doom mod, like in tone, in gameplay I mean, but not in tone and atmosphere. Gotta. It's been a while since I've done. Grab this first. I'm not gonna collect all the big coins though, just what I remember. Ooh, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And hello Skelligant, I'm glad you could join us. I thought of having a little stream. Yeah, this music, there's a funny thing about it. Well, you might know it. You might know it. It's a piece made by Toby Fox. But the thing is, Toby Fox wasn't as popular. Like, again, think 2012. Ah, fuck it. I'm not gonna get that. Also, F-bomb, rip stream, Twitch is gonna murder. Anyway, Toby Fox wasn't really that popular because Undertale didn't exist. I didn't know who he was, but I found out about this album called Make Music, Throw Music. Probably Omsak, yeah. So, Make Music, Throw Music, and this song was the most catchy one, and I thought, okay, I wanna make a Doom mod that actually uses the music from this album. And this is basically how I decided to put like daffodil petals, the first level. Funny story. And then in the Vinesauce stream, the very first Vinesauce stream with Golden Souls in it, like had people looking up this music and saying, "Hey, it's made by Toby Fox." So the chat room was entirely flooded of Undertale comments. Deja vu hole. Okay, this is... if you played Mario Sunshine, this probably felt very familiar. In fact, I'd say that out of all... whoops. Out of all the Mario games, Mario Sunshine is the one that meant the most to me. Like, I spent a lot of time on it. I messed up. Give me 1 second. Yeah. If I were to do this again, I'd probably like use the actual a cappella sounds from Mario Sunshine. I got those anyway. I'm trying to find the autosave, but I'm an idiot and find... because you need autosave to make this mod work. Give me a second. I'm starting a new game and don't worry, cause I messed up by not having the autosaves. It kinda breaks the mod because you lose basically all progress. And I think that's the same for Golden Souls 2 and 3, so you really need to keep the autosaves on. I'm sorry, but I really can't do anything about that. There is some stuff I can really change the engine, so... we'll do a little speedrun of this level, okay? Still wanna kill every enemy though. Don't wanna leave enemies go. But yeah, so again, Mario Sunshine, very difficult game. The bonus stages were very difficult. And I kinda based like the difficulty of this game around that Mario game. Because again, remember, Golden Souls 1 was meant to be kinda harder. I wanted a hard challenge with good looking levels. Whoops, we missed it. Okay. Don't worry. Get back to secret level. Couple of minutes. You know what? Let's make a save. Ah. See? Yeah, I'd agree. It was hard for the wrong reasons. But still, for me it was a very tense experience. Knowing that, like, if I lost I'd have to start over, like, the entire level and find the bonus stage again. Unless we're talking, like, about the bonus stages that were hidden inside Delfino Plaza. And also they had some really weird platforming sections. Probably the one that gave me the most issues was... what's it called? The Flying Bird stage. That was really hard. But yeah, I actually loved that challenge, and in fact it kinda influenced my decisions here. Which is why I mean, some people didn't like how difficult this was, and I understand them. Some stuff was also frustrating, but that was probably me just being, like, not that good back then at, you know, working on balanced gameplay stuff. So you had, like, tanky enemies, weapons that felt a bit like the spike gun. Okay, go. Stop running away. Stop running away. Run away. The nail gun is a gimmicky weapon. It works in very small areas because you can stack the damage if you can have, like, multiple hits with the same projectile. Save here. Now, this section seems tricky, but all you gotta do is wait for the right moment. Watch as I die now. There we go. Like, it seems scary, but it's not scary. There's a precise timing you have to go through. Also the Cyber Demon. Back when the Cyber Demon wasn't, like, an actual character. Whoops. Yeah, looking back, like, if I had to go back and make a, how would you call it, like, not a remake, but reimagining this level, I would probably put, like, another enemy instead of the Cyber Demon. Or have it like as an hologram of the Cyber Demon or stuff like that. Because for being, like, mods that are a game first and a story later, I still care about the canon, you know? But I'm riding for it. true. This item shop was based off another mod I was working on, which was basically my attempt at replicating the clean floor gameplay in Doom. It never worked out, it was very janky, and if I were to stream it, it would not be entertaining or last for anything more than 2 minutes. But still, I had designed some shops there and kept the code for Golden Souls. Okay, let's see if I remember points for. Oh yeah. Drop here. 1 second. Okay. AK-47. Okay. I don't know where I got the idea for K47. Like, it's not. I didn't make the sprite. Whoa, got me from there. Anyway, I saw it on Z-Doom and thought like, whoa, this is super cool. Will totally fit aesthetics of Golden Souls. You have to go up this waterfall. You can also scout here and kill a few enemies. And I fell down. Okay, let's go grab a coin. I suggest to leave that coin as your last coin, because you instantly go back to where the golden soul spawns, and I'm dead. Whoa. Do not collect that coin. There's a reason. I'll show it to you. I shouldn't rush there. Again, very difficulty of this mod is on the hard side. I feel like Golden Souls 2 is easier. Again, some people do like Golden Souls 2. That's understandable. Because the people that were here for basically Doom in Mario got more of Mario in Doom instead. Like, if you think about it, the first Golden Souls is me basically putting Mario aesthetics in Doom, while Golden Souls 2 is more like putting Mario gameplay in Doom aesthetics, if you get what I mean. I can understand that some people didn't like that. But as always, as I always say, I constantly experiment with stuff, so if I had to make like a Golden Souls that played exactly like this one, there wouldn't be like a Golden Souls 2 or 3. That's just how I am. There we go. Now, for this coin... There. Okay. You see? You can grab both the big coin and also the red coin there. And you're with 7 coins, you can just go here, and I missed it. There we go. It's a pretty simple level. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, there was a bit of background noise and I fixed it. Anyway. So, now we got a choice. But we'll go through the proper order first, so... The idea for the mod at first was to have like multiple objectives per level, kinda like Mario 64, but I didn't really know how to do it. So that resulted in me basically giving every map just one objective, be it collect 8 red coins or just find the soul. Also 69, nice. Oops. This is from Mario Party 7 or 8. A Mario Party game though. Yeah, perhaps. I got killed by the crab. I don't know why I added like Kakulichis here, this level. Doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, it's funny because I'm saying this like it's a different person who made this mod, but actually kind of feels like that because it's been really a lot of time since the creation of this mod, so... Makes me feel nostalgic, but at the same time I'm like... Whoa, I did this? See? Hello, Shattered Kur. Streaming Golden Souls. Talking a bit about its development and some of the ideas I had for it. And basically how the concept evolved as I went on. Yeah, that's what I think. We grow. We ultimately we end up being different persons, but that goes for anything really. Your skills as an artist, your way of thinking. Things can change through time. This is the canon. Remember, oh, I remember getting killed by a big red plant. I remember that this canon, I did the sprite, but I think I grabbed like the Wolfenstein Mac version rocket launcher and edited that to this canon. Okay, gotta be fast here. Now, the thing about this is that if you wait too much underwater, you lose health. Unlike Golden Souls 2 and Golden Souls 3. But my idea back then was, hey, remember Mario 64? Yeah. Gotta be fast underwater. And what I could have done better was adding like an air meter that told you how much remaining air you had. Or at least like bubbles that refill or because well yeah, now he has oxygen in his helmet, so to make that alive. Yeah. 6. Now the other coins were. Because I know I made this, but again, it's been a while and I'm not sure if I remember everything. I missed this one. Well, the trumpet boss was a good call, because the cannon, yeah, it's cool, but nothing really, doesn't really stand out. Got something. Let's get this plan. Also the sky... Luigi. I don't know. There is a Wario to Doom guy. But... Hyper Ultra 64 might be able to answer this question. Well, not the question who's Luigi, like, who's Wario? Luigi, I don't know actually. Missing something. Is it here? Feels really weird to be lost on your level. I think it's still a very fun level to explore. Well, yeah, that's it. There's not really like an equivalent of Mario characters in Golden Souls. As in, Golden Souls is more like, yeah, it's Doom, but with a lighter tone, but also not so much. Oh wait, I didn't grab that. I think, yeah. I was pretty sure I grabbed that coin. Plants here. Oh yeah, because I got killed by the crab at the start of the level and... yeah. I mean, yeah, people like say, yeah, it's Mario Doom, but not really, cause it does its own thing. Like, it's definitely the idea started like as, okay, let's make something Mario themed in Doom, but it kinda evolved. Which is why I like when I received some custom maps for this one. I told you previously on the stream that I rejected some of the maps, and the thing was that most of the mappers basically started adding like pipes and blocks. I was like, no, don't add pipes to Golden Soul. That's like my number one rule. There shouldn't be like blatant Mario elements to it, you know? In fact, there was this... I don't remember who made it, but there was this 8-bit Mario level that was pretty well done. But in the end, I just couldn't approve it because of the theme. Like it was just a straight up Mario level in first person. And also it had like weapon pickups on the ground, while you only collect weapons once, so you can only find them in specific levels. Was not a bad level though. Golden Souls 2 was more successful with custom levels, or well, levels made by other people. But I still had to cancel like mapping contest because I didn't have enough entries. I tried. Not everything works, but you know, It was fun still. This is one of those moments that people didn't like about Golden Souls, like having to stand on this very small platform avoiding projectiles from there. I agree. I wouldn't do something like this again. Like I don't wanna create. Whoops! I don't wanna like create artificial difficulty. If a player fails to move and avoid a projectile, it has to be like totally because of his fault, not the map's fault. The map should encourage the player to actually move around the environment and all, and not to force him to be like on a very small spot avoiding projectiles. Yeah, this is what I meant by retrospective, like talking about this mod and also seeing what I think I understood from the creation of this. I learned a lot also from Golden Souls 2. You can do this slowly, don't need to rush. See? I have to mention that the first release also had like the standard Doom gravity, so the jumps were kinda hard. But as soon as I started working on Golden Souls 2, I patched like the air control that Golden Souls 2 had without the jump height. Made a much better experience. Yeah, that's another thing I learned from Golden Souls 1 was that if you gotta have platforming, give the player more air control. I remember being proud of this part because I liked like having an outdoor section of the castle with the horizon. And you know, the fun thing about this level is that it wasn't meant to be like a castle level at first. It's called Full Weather Castle, but at first it was Full Weather something. Don't know, like lands, forest. And yeah, it was meant to be like a Lost Woods kind of forest. And you also were supposed to get a crossbow here. The weapon got scrapped. If you open the files you can still find the sprites, I think. But I felt like it didn't work within the roster of weapons I had. I still kept the idea. Technically speaking, the Cupid in Golden Souls 2, it's more like it's a mix of the railbow and the crossbow idea I had for this one. Well, jumping and platforming was sure better, and I think it's good. Some people still didn't like it, mostly because of how I handle like the death pits. They were punishing. But what I learned was that people play differently, so I was okay with them because I tend to quick save a lot, and in general. But people don't like to do that for some reason. Some people actually feel like it's cheating. So when they die, it gets frustrating because they have to go all the way back. And checkpoints, I added checkpoints to make this a bit better, but they still weren't enough. Golden Souls 3 now gives you the option. If you want a punishing experience, play on hard. If not, play on normal or easy and you'll just respawn as long... Well, with normal you lose a bit of health, so if you only got like 10 HP you'll die, but otherwise you lose 20 HP. And easy you only lose coins, so you can fall anytime. People constantly ask me for health bars in Golden Souls, but I recently I prefer to not have one and instead tell the player how much health the monster has got by having phases. If the monster starts like attacking you with different attacks, you know that's almost the end. Usually I do 3 phases. We're gonna use the rocket launcher, hold the cannon. You gotta be really careful not to get hit by the big projectile, cause otherwise you'll get hit by multiple smaller plasma balls at once. Well, thanks for playing it, Melonadam. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm surprised that, like, people don't do monsters with phases in Doom a lot. With all the coding, like, GZ Doom supports now, I would expect to see more mods like mods I make with monsters with multiple phases. Not saying that there aren't monsters like that, but it's kinda hard to find mods with those mechanics. Heh. Lieutenant Typhoon is a very good mod. I'm planning to stream it. I always like the fog on this map. That's to the whole desert vibe. Also the fog here. Some people really do not like how I use fog, but that's just how I map. In this case it's meant to be like a very thick fog that limits your visibility. Okay, we got the spike gun. It's not that good, arguably, but it has some uses. Again, if I were to remaster this, I'd probably make it pack more punch. Or at least add another firing mode. The Star Shooter from Golden Souls 2 is kind of an evolution of this one, because you got like the default plasma rifle thing going where you shoot normal projectiles, but you also got the old fire that resembles the spike guns. Pagoliches are an interesting enemy. Some people didn't really like them being in Golden Soul, but that's because of the monster itself, how it works. Because I didn't edit its behavior. It has some very strong attacks. Sprite is beautiful though. I'm thinking of adding it again in Golden Souls 3, but with like new behavior or less attacks, or just have it as a Cacodemon reskin for the Ghost House level. Cause yeah, there's gonna be a Ghost House level. Okay, also this section. People didn't really like it, and I agree with them. Because it's... don't have any way to, like, get your health back. You got low health, you are kinda soft lock here, so... Awesome. This is a throwback to another mod of mine, Retro Encounter. It was my very first Doom mod that I actually released. I had other smaller projects before Retro Encounter, but Retro Encounter was my very first public project. At some point I was developing both Retro Encounter and Golden Souls together, but then I dropped Retro Encounter because in the end I felt like I was working on a very niche thing, and I preferred like it was still a TC based off something else. Like not unlike Golden Souls, it was just straight up Serious M. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's just work on Golden Souls and do my own stuff. I was okay at drawing, but I learned as I went on. I did work on some stuff in Game Maker before Golden Souls, but nothing like nothing really good. Drawing I've improved as I went on, as I said, so like, and even in the Golden Souls, like in the Golden Souls 1 days, I wasn't really able to do like totally custom weapon sprites and all that. I had to rank sprite stuff constantly. This is one of my favorite levels. Oh, I should clarify, Franken-spriting is when you have you've got existing sprites and you mix and mash them into something new. Just wanted to say that. Yeah. Right. Cool. Golden's Lost Souls or as I call them, Ghost Souls in Golden Souls are very tanky. While in Golden Souls 2 I gave them a much smaller health pool, but they're easier to take down because they can slow the pacing. Well, they're meant to slow the pacing, but this was too much. What is aim? You can do that, you can fire target. And yeah, if you're fast well, if you got a weapon that's fast enough, you can stun lock them. Okay, my favorite thing Too good to be true. Well, see why people say that the Kakolich is actually a bad enemy. Well, bad design. It has some really strong attacks. I think it just needs some tweaking. Golden Soul 2, you don't have these guys, you have the flaming skulls. They're actually easier to shoot because they're not pitch black. There was a switch here, yeah. This big coin is tricky. Well, it's mostly tricky because it doesn't show where the big coin spawns, but you press this, you rush here. That'll be fast. So. This. Bam. See. If I were to do something like this again, I would probably show where the big coin actually spawns, or if a wall opens, I'd show the wall. Taking its left, it's right, left, left, oh, right, left, left again, coin. Yeah. Well, if you play the mod, you know what's coming next. But first... Okay. Yeah. The Van Gogh level. I consider this to be like the level that defined my visual style, my modern visual style at least. Because this is where I really started to experiment like with assets and textures. I still love these levels. This level after all these years. The wizard is a sprite made by Vader, and I had the pleasure of talking to him a year ago, I think. He basically said that he loved my project and appreciated how I use this wizard. He's a cool dude that makes awesome sprites. I don't know if he's still working on stuff for Doom. Sure. Kinda out of the loop, sorry. But yeah, I only had like the front sprites for the wizard, so I thought, what could I do? And then I had the idea, okay, let's turn him into a Kamek-like enemy, Magikoopa. Since he's invisible and only appears for a few frames, you don't need like full rotations. I basically used like turned this issue into an advantage. Bye, A Light in Darkness. Have a good day. And also, thank you very much, Bloodthirsty Void Walker. I try to make stuff that's fun, while having fun making it. Actually, I'm way more relaxed now, cause Golden Souls 2... Making Golden Souls 2 was kinda stressful. I wanted to do 8 worlds, and I wanted to deliver. It was a bit too much though, and... Looking back, I maybe should have made like 6 worlds instead of 8. And relaxed more. Cause at some point, like... I was really stressing out, and... Like... It had... Being a passion project, it had to be fun, you know, then... If not, what's the point? And also, if you are not enjoying yourself while working on some stuff, it might actually affect the mod. I don't think it did. I poured my heart into it. But it definitely was more risky than my usual doing. So now I'm taking things in a more relaxed way. Well, yeah, I agree, but with development it's kind of a different thing. Now, this being a passion project, I can say this, but if you're under a contract, as bad as it sounds, sometimes it's not fun to make games. when you have to follow a deadline. Did I press the switch there? No idea. When you have to follow a deadline and basically maybe even crunch culture, all the stuff that's going with modern game developing. It's not always fun. But passion makes you go through hard times. As long as it's healthy, because that's what matters. I don't think crunch culture is good. Having to overcome like difficulties in development is part of being a developer. But not difficulties born out of like working too hard. And by too hard I mean extra, other than what you're supposed to work. What are your supposed working hours? That's a good question, because I don't know the answer really. I'll put it this way. One of the reasons why I started playing Doom was because I wanted to try the first person Mario mod. And kinda influenced something, like it showed me that I could do whatever I wanted with Doom. I was mostly a Mario fan back then, Nintendo fan. And no, Golden Soul, like I've been thinking about it for I think a couple of weeks before actually starting to work on the project. Like again, I was playing Unloved, which is a hub-based horror mod that's very gives me Silent Hill vibes. And basically the idea there I had the idea, what if I made something similar, but instead of being horror it's all happy and every map is different and you go through a hub to access these maps. That plus me basically fiddling with Skyward Sword textures. And in the end I started working on Golden Souls, like, oh yeah, let's add coins. I want this to be arcade-ish. You know, it's funny because you see this level, you know, and you're the vampire killer team, but back then I never played a Castlevania game before back then. I played Castlevania games much later. 2016-17. And right after I played the Castlevania games I made Simon's Destiny. Thank you for asking. Actually, I encourage everyone who's watching to ask me questions if you wanna know stuff. As I said, this is a retrospective, so I'm happy to answer some stuff. Well, to be fair, I have played a bit of Castlevania NES. Like I played it back then, but just the first and second level, which is why I knew about Vampire Killer. I just didn't get it, because again I was used to Mario platforming, so I was like, oh, this is totally different, and at first I didn't enjoy it, but now that I'm older and having played it again, I completely understand how the gameplay works in Castlevania, and how good it is. Yeah, the secret here. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Also, I didn't know how to loop music, so it plays again from the start. Ah. Well, not. That's not the kind of question I like to answer, but probably yes. No, I'm not working on more Golden Souls stuff after that. There wasn't even supposed to be a Golden Souls 3 anyway, so... like, ask me anything but stuff regarding if I'm planning, like, the release date of Golden Souls 3, because the answer would be, I don't know. Well, to be honest, I don't know how much I'm still gonna be working for the Doom community. Because I feel like I would love to move on another engine at some point. So, like, I would still probably follow what the community does, but not just work on big projects that take a lot of time to make, you know. I feel like I had a good run, and I'm happy about what I made within this community, so I still have plans for Golden Souls 3 and the Crimson Deed though, so it's not over yet. But, you know, I'm just giving a heads up, I'm probably gonna quit at some point. Actually, I still have like something I'd like to do within the community would be like writing a Kaku World article. But we'll see. Does not depend on me. I mean, I might ask, and I'd love to be able to talk about stuff, review a good mod. Well, jokes aside, I'm considering working on Source again if Half-Life Alyx gets proper dev tools and you also get the SDK. Give me the SDK and the source code so I can make games out of Source. still love the feeling of Source. It's something. There's something to that engine. Okay. This is quite a tense boss fight. Okay. There we go. Eh. Hold on, give me a second. Let's go unlock the secret level here. Okay. Free falling. This is a fun level. It's wacky. Hold down, grab the coins, and then grab the soul. Don't miss the soul, otherwise you have to do the whole thing again. Okay. Aim for the red circle. It's there. There we go. Okay, so now we... If I can finish this in... I got 40 minutes, so... See what we can do, if we can finish like the whole game. This is where basically the game opens up before the final stretch here. Cause you can choose the level. You try to go up here. I remember having to like fix the acceleration here, cause if before like it would not stop you when teleporting you back. And basically you could build up acceleration so you could skip the line death and go straight to the boss fight. Thinking about it, it's kinda similar to the Super Mario 64 speedruns. Rayon Creek. The Shy Guys, or well, Sniffits, make their debut. I use these enemies a lot in Golden Souls 2. Not so much here. Here they are mostly like special enemies. Let's go grab the coin. We don't need to kill these enemies. We won't be coming back there anyway. Yeah, the idea for this map was that basically I wanted to have like a cartoony stage and... Well, it's Yoshi Island. What do you want? There's not a better cartoon art style than Yoshi's Island. Like, this is a straight up reference, but again, Golden Souls 1 didn't have like a definitive aesthetic going compared to 2 and 3. Because I've been more strict about not having Mario stuff Golden Souls with the sequels. Oh! Got me. I plan this to be a chill stage where you can just wander around, look at the scenery. Oh yeah. Here. Whoops. Crabs. Oh yeah, right, now I remember. You have to go up there. And grab the coin. Back. Let's see what you're riding, sorry. Favorite level? Strawberry Fields from Golden Souls 2. If it's a level from this one, then it would be like the Van Gogh level. It's probably the level that people remember the most. It's kinda became a trademark, like I did make a Van Gogh map for Terminus S13 for his golf mod. And there's also a level with a similar aesthetic, but not just Van Gogh in Golden Souls 2. I'm planning to have a reference in Golden Souls 3, let's see. Not the entire world, because I don't want to reuse the concept too much. Otherwise it becomes stale. That's... I need to think about it. Don't really have a favorite. I have a bunch of favorites. Like there's really no number one on my list. For example, for gameplay modes I enjoy G mode a lot. And Kigan's a cool dude. Ancient Aliens is my go-to mod for when I wanna play something with a vanilla map set. DCs, I enjoy Adventures of Square, Rise of the Wool Bowl, and well, Shadow of the Wool Bowl. Fire Doom was a mod that also kinda influenced me while working on Golden Souls, because it's a mod that was released around that time. I was still working on Golden Souls 1. Yeah, this map is basically what gave me the idea for... Well, other than requests from people who play Golden Souls 1, I decided to have like higher jump in Golden Souls 2 because of this map too. It made me realize that it could have worked. Because before I was against it, like, nah, I don't wanna make it be too different from regular Doom gameplay. But I changed my mind. For the better, I think. Oh wow, I managed to fire. Yeah, the spike gun has its uses, but it's not very powerful. Biggest challenge? Having to... Probably designing the old hub thing, because it was kinda new to me. No, not so much. But there were many mods like mine, other well than Unloved and bunch of others. So I didn't have a lot of references for Golden Souls. And also I didn't play Exen and Heretic. I don't remember which one had. Both had the Upworld, I'm not sure. Not a big fan of those games. So I never experienced like official up games in the Doom engine. Can leave the pinkies alone. They mean no harm. They're just there on their little island. So a rocket's following me. No, I might do something similar with Golden Souls 3. Perhaps I could make a reprise of this level. I wanna know how the new jumping physics work with low gravity. Also, this is pretty bad. Well, I'd like to, we'll see. At this point I don't have the levels planned, so... I like fighting games. They're cool games. I suck at them though. I play a bit of Tekken 7. Well, I'd love to play Street Fighter if people didn't hate Street Fighter 5. I agree though that it's not the best modern fighting game. It's okay now. They added content to it, but it's still... like, Tekken 7 has much more to offer. I'm waiting for the new Guilty Gear. Okay. Got 4 red coins. Could get that coin there. It's kinda risky. But... damn. Oh. Well, Street Fighter 5 is not as... let's say that the most disappointing thing about it, well, first impressions are not that good because of the art style, which is it's not the worst thing in the world, but the air physics, they're just bad. Also, he released with like 8 characters, and the very first impression matters for the game at its release. And it also has some bad stuff, like having reused parries being like super easy to do, instead of being like frame perfect things. I don't think there's much satisfaction in parrying stuff if it's so easy to do. Well, the old thing about the Daigo moment is that Daigo had to some really precise parries to completely nullify the damage of that super, and then counter with his own. That's what was hype about that. If you try to do that in Street Fighter V, it's super easy. You can just smash the parry buttons. That's one of the many issues Street Fighter has. Street Fighter 5. Whoop! My bad. Now I'm making the same mistake again. Street Fighter 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Whoa. Heh. The puffer bombs. I won't make that sound on stream because I can do a pretty good impression, but I won't do it. Oh no. Yeah, my design philosophy has changed a lot. Because in Golden Souls 1 it's all about tankiness. Weapons are somewhat weaker than standard Doom weapons in a way. But then I realized it's better to have like overpowered things than weak things. Having a balanced mod is the best thing, but you know, if you gotta do, it's better to have like a powerful shotgun rather than a weak shotgun that... This is the trap room. You have to deal with these wizards. Turn how fast you're dead. Bye, thanks for coming. Have a good sleep. Okay, now this room embodies basically the issues people were having with my map designing Golden Souls, and I agree with them. Look at this. You are supposed to jump between these two pillars, but as you can see, it's super. Also, I don't have any railbow ammo, so I'm gonna go back for a second because it's easier if you just one-shot them. But then again, as you can see, it kinda forces you to one-shot them to find some railbow ammo. If I placed any. I'm gonna go to the shop real fast. Let's reload the shotgun. Yeah, it was a back call. We make mistakes. You can still rush through here and activate the thing. You don't instantly die here. And there we go. Okay. Now I'll fill my stuff. Let's buy a backpack so we can. Okay, this map is not made by me. It's made by my friend Duke Noom. It's an interesting map. A lot of people didn't like it, but I think it has some good stuff going. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there was a very specific red coin here that I think I patched. Yeah, there was like a cave here where you get like a red coin. but it was kinda hard to get because not a lot of people knew about it, so I moved it here. It's very important that you kill all the snipers in this map, because otherwise you'll have a not so great time. I still really like the look of this. Okay. I the coin there, I don't remember. Check. Yeah. Oh, I got stuck. Very satisfying to kill the imps at once. Got 3 coins. This house was way more complex before, but then the map started to lag a lot, and Duke had to basically tweak it so it's a very simple looking section. Oh god. Oh, look at that guy over there. He's angry. There we go. Well, admittedly, it's very... It's kinda hard to move around in this level. Again, Golden Souls 2 did a lot of stuff this level is doing with the more complex platforming and the island based levels. Okay. Oh yeah, other side. What's in there? Just jump onto the top. Salt. people don't like... Well, I think people don't like dying instantly. And this level has a lot of that. Like, look at this section here. It's a cool section, mind you, but... Fail, you're dead. There we go. 6 coins. Something, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I remember how to open that. There was a secret switch. Okay. Let's unlock the plant. It's this one. Oh. What's the other switch here? Well, this is a reference to the airship levels in 3. There's a red coin. Thought I must have missed one. It's okay. Get ready. Scout, see the coin. It's missing. Remember. Out. I always thought this section was very cool. It's basically Tower of Babel. but smaller. Sure ooh! Sure I missed something there. Duke was very good at adding coins, maybe a bit too much. Just move forward. I think there was a coin down here. I'm still very happy about this map. I think it looks pretty. Oh, still alive. The monsters here are dead. There was a secret coin. Okay, let's go to... Then let's see if you got anything. Okay. Okay. This level could have used more streamlining. It's not a bad level by any means. It's just a bit confusing. Um, you know what? To save time. Whoops! I used my Revenant button. Okay, this is very unusual, but yeah, I have a Revenant button. Yeah, check this out. Amazing. Because when you're missing calcium, you know, just spawn a Revenant. Alright, yeah, I am a huge idiot. There we go. Hope you enjoyed the Revenant button. Now you know my secrets. I got skeletons in my closet. I spawned them. Keyboard. Okay. Jolly Jungle. I love this map. Actually, you gotta give me 2 minutes and I'll be back. I need to go take care of some stuff. And we'll continue. I don't know for how long. We'll try to at least finish the game. Bear be 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the wait. How you doing? If you're fun. Anyway, this level. I don't know if I'll be able to do the special levels, but I at least wanna complete the game. This is I love the Beatles, so I put a little Easter egg there. Remember also not having played Donkey Kong Country games when I'm this level. I definitely knew about them, but still had to play them. No, I played a little bit of the original ones. Played Tropical Freeze and Returns. The new ukulele is also a pretty good Donkey Kong Country game. Not the ukulele that came out after the Kickstarter, I mean the Impossible Lair. It's a Donkey Kong Country styled game. It has amazing music and a couple of interesting gimmicks. Green sniffits are very dangerous. So the blue ones. Really, they're my answer to the zombie man without having its kind of enemies. Oh boy, that was a nice combo. Oh, I was hoping to catch the Revenant. Oops. Okay, this shouldn't happen. Huh. Now I know if there's ever gonna be another patch, I know what to patch. Yeah, there's a... I love that bonus room. So catchy. Sidhu. I don't have art bottles. Yeah, this is what people don't like about colleges, but at this point I'm beating down their doors. Line him up. Okay. Okay. Speedrun strats. I wanna try again. Bam. Yeah, sorry for rushing things, but I only got like 10 minutes and I really wanna see if I can beat at least the final boss level. Oh, yeah. Let's go grab the secret then. I'm missing golden soul. Jump maze challenge. This is an interesting one. It's also made by Duke Nukem. There's some really tight platforming section. How would you feel about having like bonus stages like this in Golden Souls 3 again, except less frustrating? You know, not without stuff like this, I mean. More, let's say, oh, less precise platforming and more fun gimmicks for a simple extra stage, you know. Oh. Okay, let's gonna save here. Okay. Bam! You technically have to sit in the green spot there. You'll not get it, but you can do it all at once. A stretch. Actually, you know what? Bam! That's the way. And speaking of which, I highly encourage people to do stuff like this in Golden Souls 3. It's a mod made with the concept of being able to play the way you like it. Final level, Sipario. Sipario means ending curtain. You're watching, like, you're at the theater and the show ends and curtain is down. Start. It's a pretty tough level. This part was inspired by Wind Waker's Ganon Tower. You know what, you gotta fight all the old bosses again. Except it's not about bosses, it's about levels. To run. Whoops, did I... There we go. Ah, too bad. Ah. This level puts everything... Oops, Icarus moment. This level really puts you to the test. Everything you learned through your adventure turns out that I actually can't finish this, which is a shame. But if you can wait 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, I'll be back to complete this and also do the extra levels. Perhaps we'll see. I don't know. I really don't want to leave this unfinished, so for now. I'll stop here for now. I'll leave the stream open and we'll come back and do the last boss, okay? If you're still here, it's gonna be the last stretch. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll be back real soon. Okay, we're back. Still here. Hopefully, can make you wait. Okay, instead of well, it's an AK-47. Okay. Should be, yeah. Sorry, I don't wanna make the same mistake my Black Mesa run when I forgot to change the scene. Oh! Okay. At this point it's better if you just use the railbow. Takes less time. Oh, look at this sneaky dude. Bam! 4 at once. This is it. I remember, I love seeing people like get disappointed by this fight because they're just like, ah, it's a spider mastermind. Okay. Vigorous moment. Vigorous moment number 3. Shotguns are pretty good because his hitbox is so big. Okay. In the previous version you could just unlock him. Save. Zero. Oh my god. People were pretty freaked out by this version of the diagonal scene. Oh yeah. Bam! Icon of scene is no more. Thus, due to the marvelous work of our hero, the diagonal scene is now history. And so ends Golden Souls. I am really grateful for this wonderful journey. All the people that helped me, gave me directions, and all the people that played the game. I appreciate it. I appreciate even people who didn't like it. Because there were plenty of people who didn't like some of my stuff. Okay, now technically still got to do this, and so we would need to to go through the secret level here. Grassland. I wanna see how fast I can complete this level just for... It's a very open level. Not that hard. Let's make a little speedrun. Sorry, clearing my throat. Okay. Let's see. It's meant to be an early game level, which is why it's super simple. Okay. Bam! Pretty easy to just skip through the whole thing. Yeah, as you can see, this is what I was talking about. It's something that failed. I've had successes and also failures. It's okay. My mind was already on Golden Souls 2 anyway, because at this point, while I was working on these levels, I was like, I can do more. You know, I I can take this concept further, and so I was working on this area here. Was supposed to have like 4 levels, and it ended up having only 2. This Ghost House and Rainbow Citadel. There was supposed to be a level here and also a level here. Well, if you count the 3 levels, if you count the thank you level. Don't know if I'm gonna complete this. Maybe we'll do a quick rundown. Cause I really have to go now. So I still wanna complete the whole thing, like give you a look at everything. But these were pretty. Here the game is starting to feel like Golden Souls 2 already. Design wise, at least, visually speaking. Mostly the other level though. Let's go to the one. This level is straight up Golden Souls 2 material, early Golden Souls 2 material, cause my style kinda evolved as I went on with these mods. You can see that in Golden Souls 1 and you can see that in Golden Souls 2. If you compare the early levels from this mod and the later levels also from this mod, you'll see that they play kinda differently. And the same goes for Golden Souls 2. Which admittedly I'd say that it's a bit rough in the first worlds and then progressively gets better. Because again, it's been learning material. I've learned so much stuff through these games, you know, and I appreciate it for your support. So yeah, I gotta go, but I wanna say thank you all for joining me today. It's been an interesting stream and I've enjoyed playing through my old work again. I like I don't see it like as a. It brings me back. It makes me humble. It makes me appreciate uh, what I'm doing, and also it makes me appreciate all the people that helped me through this, through all these years. And thank you very much. Thank you all for staying with me today, and I'll see you next time. And bye, Bloodthirsty Voidwalker. Thank you very much. So, have a good day. Bye bye.